afternoon, area director, presiding officer, distinguished Toastmaster of the day, fellow members, and all my dear guests.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
The title of my speech is On the Other Side. So what is this other side that I'm talking about? For this, let me take you back to my childhood. When I was 2 years old, sitting on my grandfather's lap, I was repeating the alankars of a rag after him. My parents are very fond of that memory, of which we have a recorded cassette tape. It was a fun back and forth that we were having, where he was reciting the rag alankars, and I was repeating it after him. And whenever we listen to that recording, it always brings a smile to our faces. However, as I was growing up, I never really showed an inclination towards singing. Part of the reason was that singing was mostly performative, and since I was very socially anxious and shy, I couldn't really get onto it. I did quite a few solo performances in school functions or in competitions or in auditions, but I didn't really enjoy the process because of my social anxiety. Every time I did that, it felt like a task to me. And so, apart from that, I was very fond of group performances because they were in solo performances, and they were a piece of cake for me. Group performances, we had kids in a group, and there was no undivided attention on me, so I could forget the words of a song and mumble something under my breath, and no one would notice. So it wasn't a big deal if I forget something. Once I became mature enough though, I realized a few things. First was that even if I have the potential, it doesn't really amount to anything if I cannot express it fully. And secondly, I cannot take the path of least resistance every time I'm faced with a human interaction. So, which is true because the world is full of people, right? And it is full of opportunities that can present themselves at any time, at any day. When I started out in my job as a software engineer, the first few months of that job felt like a breeze. It felt like a dream because we had AC cabinets, AC conference rooms, free coffees and snacks at any time. Learning new stuff, new laptops, learning new stuff and putting it into good use. It was all very fun. But as time went on, the responsibilities kept piling on because as I kept learning, as I kept on growing in my technical areas, the pressure started mounting because I had to take on more responsibilities. And more responsibilities meant that I had to interact with more people, interact with cross-functional teams, and my role being the central role of a cloud engineer, I had to interact with multiple teams at once. In this environment, technical skills can only get you so far. But I realized later on that much of this pressure was self-inflicted. Self-inflicted pressure means I was overcommitting to deadlines. I was not taking, I was afraid to face those who I have misled or communicated to. But I was fortunate enough to have a group of well-meaning seniors who were kind enough to guide me when I went in the wrong direction, and they helped me debug my thinking. I started putting that advice into practice, and lo and behold, my colleagues started to seem like people again. The more time and efforts I put into interacting with my colleagues, managers, the smoother my professional life got. But still, I had that nudging feeling of leaving behind my potential of maybe singing, and I had to get it up and about again. So I decided to join a training in classical music, where I could build some more confidence and get to the root of music. And I'm sure that learning classical music would help me strengthen my vocals and help me build my confidence. Um, Coming to building confidence, this brings me to today. I decided to become a Toastmaster because it has many things to offer. Communicating effectively, presenting myself well, and presenting myself and my ideas well are much more than just a job requirement. They are key life skills. And in the few meetings that I have attended in our Toastmasters Club and the people that I have met, I'm sure that I have made the right decision. And one that will help me get on the other side of my social anxiety. Thank you.